Welcome to episode 68 of Let's Play Civilization 3 Play the World. Alright, as you remember, we failed to get that city on our last video. So, well, we'll just have to try again. In the meantime, though, getting our railroad up there takes a lot of these workers. And finally we do it. That makes things a whole lot easier. Now these extra guys will just build the road up to Ulaanbaatar. Also, what I had to do, there's really no reason to have as many tanks in there as there are. The city's pretty much pacified, so I decided to take a few of the tanks and bring them to the invasion of Baran-Urt. I mean, now that there's a road connected to Ulaanbaatar, if the Mongols try to take it back, I can always send over more tanks to defend it. Alright, well, we'll continue bombing Tattoo. And, my plan is, once I take Tattoo, I want to raze it to the ground, build 3 new cities in that area, and use its workers to continue to grow the infrastructure of my empire. The Mongols messed with me. Now their population is going to be reduced to a servile class within our empire. Sounds kind of mean, doesn't it? Well, it is. But you know what? They would do the same to us. Alrighty? Alright, good. Now, I'm going to attack on my next turn, so I'm going to send up my tanks right away. My plan is to get the Mongols out of the way first, before worrying about the Celts. Well, I mean, I'm still worrying about the Celts, but before I dedicate all my energies to beating up on the Celts. So, well, my original plan was to use these units to transport more troops in order to support my Germany operation, but just because of the overwhelming force of the Germans, I decided to end that operation. The troops left there will just have to fend for themselves, but I know they're all doomed. Well, in the meantime, I know that's a Celtic guy right there, but I don't feel like worrying about him, so what I'm going to do instead is take some more tanks and just simply move them up towards Baran-Urt, because I now really want that city so that the bombers there stop annoying me. I take my artillery and I shoot at that guy, so I'll be able to kill him with the cavalry even. And that's exactly what I do. This cavalry I just have sitting around. I take him, and with one shot, he is history. Sweet. I'll move him to this mountain to see what's going on here. Yep, there's still a infantryman defending that city. Well, no reason to go out without a fight, so I'm going to take down, if I'm going down, I'm taking down as many of these panzers as I can with me. So that's one panzer eliminated. Let's do it again. Alright. And he's gone. And here something great, but also unfortunately unhelpful happens. Our elite unit has won that battle, which means we now have a great leader. Now, I don't know if this has ever happened before. Well, yes, it did happen one time, a long time ago. So, this great leader, Shivaji, is very great. However, I think he's doomed. I regret not having the transport right there, so I can get him out of there as soon as I can, but by the time he gets over there, it'll probably be too late. There are too many Prancers, and if they capture your great leader, they simply kill him. So, I'm going to send him there, and I'm just going to put the infantry in between the Prancers and him just to buy him time. But I don't think that he'll be able to buy him enough time. So, I just decide to fortify him right where he is. That's a grassland terrain, so even if they do get that, they'll be able to move right over to get him, but it's worth a try. Meanwhile, we will simply remove this guy from our site. Now that that's done, fortify him, and take out our frustration by bombing the Celtic capital again. I just don't get tired of doing that, as much as they're probably tired of getting bombed. Alright. Oh, we're doing minor damage. I really do have to build more bombers, even if it means not building as many tanks. So, I decided to bomb them again. And now with all my extra tanks, I'm just sending them right along as a big strike force for Tattoo. You know, their capital city that we have destroyed didn't put up much of a good fight. I don't expect that this city will either, but it's still good to have overwhelming force. And if they do put up a good fight, at least I'll be prepared for it. And if they don't, I'll just have enough forces to roll on ahead to the next city. Alright, so I'm setting several cities to build settlers in preparation for my sacking of the new Mongol capital. It's very exciting. It really is. Fortify that guy there. Yep, he's staying up on the mountain for now. And you just keep building your road. That's right. Just keep building it. Alright. Well, finally, it's time for our turn to be over. And, okay, the Koreans and Arabs have signed an alliance. Korea declares war on the Celts. That's funny. I thought they already did declare war. Oh well. Well, here come the Germans, fighting back against us. And, as can be expected, they kill our tank, and then they come and attack our infantry. I was hoping he might be able to hold off at least one of them, but nope, he's down. But they go right by my great leader, and I get optimistic. But he comes over and makes short work of these last two tanks I have here. And he's all alone, and he's dead. Well, so ends our German theater of war. Oh well, it was a worthy effort, and the Germans continue pressing against the Koreans, not leaving many units to protect that city that they now have. And here come the Celts bombing us again. But don't worry, we'll get them. Alright, and of course, they're going to defend their city, and they take out a tank to defend themselves. And a cavalry comes out. Of course, he doesn't win, but he's still a nuisance. I guess they're just throwing whatever they have at me now. They're putting more infantry in that city to protect it, which is probably going to make the fight a little bit more difficult, but that's alright. Alright, now here come those Mongols with their guerrilla, best unit they can muster now. Attacks my tank, but doesn't destroy it. Alright, and now the Germans are under attack. And just wait until you see who it is. Nope, it's not the Koreans, it is the Chinese. Believe it or not, they actually managed to get their tanks all the way around, and they're fighting against the Germans now. And they've taken one of their cities. Well, it was once a Korean city, but it's Chinese now. So, it is nice to know that the Chinese really are fighting them. Alright, so it's back to our turn. We're building our units up. And all perfect. And we get to expand our palace. You know how I love expanding that palace. It's always nice. Always nice to have a bigger palace. Well, I'm afraid that's it for the next episode. I'll see you next time, in which we have 2 offensives to launch. Alright. Well, I'll see you next time on episode 69. Thanks for watching.